Jam. If y'all don't know nothing about that vanity, I don't know what to tell you, baby. What's up? Okay, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another episode of the Bondy Blue Show. Okay, I had to start off with that much energy because we're about to get into some deep depressing shit. Okay, so this past weekend, Hurricane Harvey devastated, okay, Texas. Devastated the eastern part of Texas, namely Houston, Corpus Christi, along those lines, okay? It was very reminiscent of Hurricane Katrina. You guys, I will be doing a Hurricane Katrina type special video on my Patreon account. I actually went and shot my old house today and had to like collect myself. Okay, so that's gonna be coming to my Patreon members. If you have not signed up for my Patreon, the link is down below in the description box, along with my website and all of the other things you will need, along with my email if you are emailing me about MFN advice. But moving along, so the devastation of the flooding. I don't know anything about FEMA and Red Cross because we didn't have to deal with that. And I don't want to get into our story because I want that to be for Patreon members. The whole story and what happened that day, the weekend, the months that, you know, passed, all of that, that's going to be in that video. But I'm just going to say that I totally was in a space of remembering being, how old was I in 2005? I was 17 I believe, entering my high school, my senior year of high school, and we were in school for what, 3 days? Because Monday and Tuesday we were off, so we went to school Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday me and my family left. And Hurricane Katrina hit, what was it, that Sunday or Monday? And it was devastating. And I feel like I am still dealing mentally with what happened. I'm also coming from New Orleans East and leaving my old neighborhood. It's still so much there that is the way it was after Katrina. It is very hard to move on from something when it's like you're living in it. You know what I mean? And when it comes to Houston, they don't live in a bowl. So I kind of don't understand what happened there. Why didn't they tell them to leave? Why wasn't there an evacuation? And from what I've heard, because Houston has so many people, they didn't want to do evacuations and make them you know, put all these people on the roads and then they would be stuck. But you could have did a voluntary evacuation, okay? Not an involuntary, but a voluntary evacuation. Just letting people know that if you live in this area, you could possibly receive certain, you know, certain inches or feet, you know, of water. I felt like it almost made me mad that it happened because I felt like they didn't learn from what happened to us or what happened to them weeks ago when they flooded, you know, or a year, what, 2 years ago, and then Houston has flooded a bunch of times since Katrina, and it hasn't been this bad or this big, but it just makes me upset because I feel like learn from our mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes. How did this happen to them? I know how it happened to us. How did this happen to them? You know what I mean? Not living in a bowl. I know they received a lot of rain. Why was the water just sitting there? And you know, like, I have so many questions because of how things happen here and how things continue to happen here. As you guys know, there was a flood that happened not too long ago, what, 3 weeks ago? So I feel like I'm constantly dealing with this type of stuff. So when it happened, I tried to detach myself from it. But ultimately, seeing so many people die, seeing how things happen, seeing certain video that reminded me of what happened, you know, with us, and the sitting and waiting so that you can get back into your neighborhoods to see what your house looked like. And even after you knew that it flooded, you were still hoping, so very much hoping, that your house wasn't completely underwater. And you come back and, you know, I can get emotional about it right now. But I just want to say to Houston, to the surrounding areas, Lake Charles, all of the areas that were affected, my prayers are with you. Please do your due diligence. When people tell you you do not need flood insurance, do not believe them. Get the flood insurance anyway, okay? Yes, it's a couple of hundred more a year, okay? We don't live in a flood zone. I learned from what happened to me. I have flood insurance. I don't care what anybody says, okay? So it's all about being prepared. And for people who feel like, oh, you know, you live in this area, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter where you live. There are going to be natural disasters. And nobody is going to leave their home. Nobody's going to leave the place that they are familiar, all their families there. Nobody's leaving that because of natural disasters, because they happen everywhere. But I don't know how many times people are going to continue to do this. Here in New Orleans or in Houston, I don't know how many times you can put people through this. We all had a discussion at work, and a lot of us were like, man, if that shit happens again here, if we get another Katrina here, a lot of us aren't coming back, because we just can't keep doing this. We cannot keep going through this. It is emotionally and mentally fucking devastating. And you know, that's just the realness about it. A few things happened because of this. Kevin Hart decided to do a challenge, $25,000. All my celebrity friends, y'all throw up some money. Master P saw this, and even though he was putting up a whole bunch of money already, felt that what Kevin Hart did was unnecessary. And you shouldn't be trying to make people give money. They should be wanting to give money out of the kindness of their heart. And here's the thing. I understand where Master P was coming from. But I also feel like Kevin Hart was coming from a good place. I feel like people need help, people need money, and if I have to be the first one to say, hey, I'm going to give this, so that everybody else will feel like, you know what, I got it, let me give too. You know, sometimes it's not as simple as, oh, shit is going on, so I have to give. No, everybody doesn't feel like that. I also don't feel like what Kevin said was trying to force anybody to do anything. He didn't call anybody out, you know, by name. It wasn't like, Chris Brown, I know you got money, nigga. Where your money at? Who you ain't helping? You ain't helping. You ain't helping? Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we should be counting people's money like that. The way people were asking what Beyonce was going to do. Her pastor came out in her defense and said Beyonce always gives. She low-key gives, which is the best way to give. Not always needing recognition and a pat on the back for doing the right fucking thing. Not always having to broadcast that you help somebody on social media. So in that respect, I understood what Master P was saying, but it's not like we didn't know you was going to give money. The president gave money. JJ Watts had a foundation, and they were not only giving money, but they were bringing in food and clothes and everything, and transporting it down there. Today I actually shot a second harvest plane, loading water and food and whatever else they could load into these small planes, supply it out there to Houston. So I feel like there are all these different things going on, but the ultimate thing is that people need help, and they're going to need help long term. I don't think they're going to have the same problems that we had. New Orleans is you know what I'm saying? New Orleans is a black city. No matter what anybody says, it is a, you know, it used to be, when Katrina hit, a predominantly black city, and, you know, African-American city, and it's very multicultural. But it being the way it was, I think, made people not want to help like they would want to help the great state of Texas, where most of the voters for Donald Trump came from. You know what I mean? From here too, but not New Orleans. You know what I mean? Like, I think, you know, people wondering, is gentrification going to happen in Houston? I don't think that's going to happen either, because Houston is not, it doesn't have the same type of cultural I guess it's hard for me to say this, but it's just not the same type of city. So I don't think that they're going to have the same issues. I think Houston is going to have a long recovery. I think it's going to need all the money that all the celebrities want to give. I think all of the people there is the real story. The people that need help. The people that are going to have to rebuild their houses. The people that didn't have flood insurance. So now how are they going to rebuild after this? Those are the questions we need to be asking. I saw a lot of people, you know, hooking up sites and stuff like that to give money and all of that type of shit. I am not in a position to do that right now. I don't know exactly the best places to go and give your money. I would just say do your research, do your due diligence. A lot of faith-based organizations are saying, hey, you know, come and give your money to us because we're gonna make sure it gets to people. But I would just like for people to try to find individual families that need help. Individual people, not huge masses like Red Cross and all of that. That's great if you want to do it that way. But if I was trying to give, and eventually I will, but if I was trying to give, I definitely think I'd be trying to give to individuals because that's where the real shit is happening. The single mom with 3 kids who didn't have flood insurance, probably didn't even own her home, lost everything. Now what? You know what I mean? Like, that's to me the important thing. So if you can find ways to help individual families, people that you know out there, you know, that's the best way to deal. Joel Osteen has a mega church out there in Houston, and everybody was pissed off with him because his doors were not open to all of the people who needed evacuation. And here's the thing. Tyler Perry is actually helping his church too, and giving money through his church as well to show y'all that he's not a bad guy. First of all, Joel Osteen's face makes me nervous, okay? I don't know what's happening with his face, but it's too much, it's too perky. Makes me feel like he has babies buried under his house or something like that. I'm not saying he does. I'm just saying his face is kind of creepy to me. People with perfect faces and smiles like that, creepy. Sorry, it just is what it is. But I feel like he was not going to open his doors at first unless everybody else ran out of room because he didn't want to inconvenience himself. He didn't want to have to deal with that. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. That's just how I feel. From looking at it, from watching it, why would you say, oh, I was going to wait until everybody else filled up? When you have a huge following, a huge church, it should have been straight off the bat. Y'all know this hurricane is coming. If you live in the area that might flood, our doors will be open from this time to this time, from this day to that day. So if you want to come and seek shelter here for as long as it is, you know, safe, then do that. But that's not what he did. And he ended up, you know, getting this hella backlash. The memes are hilarious, okay? But, I mean, I think people just called him out on what was going on, and he had to hurry up and fix it. He had to hurry up and fix it. And I even heard that his church might have taken water. I mean, you can't win for losing in these situations, I feel like. But I think he's going to do the best that he can do now that somebody said something about the fact that you had a 17,000 seater church with nobody in it. Please, parents, if you have kids and teenagers, get them some type of mental help after this. I posted it on Instagram, but I want to say it on a video. Nobody knew how what happened would affect us. I was a teenager, okay, when Katrina happened. And you were just trying to keep going, okay? It was like, okay, we're displaced. I don't have a high school. Okay, now I get a high school. You know, now we have to get a house. And you try to get back into the swing of things, even though things are totally not the same. And where your daddy only shopped at the mall and at Dillard's, now y'all are going to Walmart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things. You know what I mean? Like, shit is happening so quickly, and I feel like nobody really paid attention mentally to what Katrina did to us as kids, as teenagers. And I want y'all to learn from our mistakes, and please seek help for your kids, seek help for yourself, because you think that you're okay until you get 10, you know, years down the line and realize that this shit really fucked your life up a little bit, okay? Not that it fucked my life up, but it definitely changed the course. Okay, I'd like to say definitely became a different type of person after that happened to me. So I just really want people to be thoughtful and mindful of the kids that this is affecting. You know what I mean? It's not just about, oh, the city flooded, now we have to get these houses and buildings back together. These people are going to be broken too, and especially their young kids. So I just really want to impress upon parents, friends, family members, y'all tell people that y'all know that might be affected to try to get some type of therapy or talk to somebody for real, a professional, about what happened, because it's gonna eventually catch up to you. So that is my advice. That's my thoughts on it. I really don't even want to continue to talk about it, because I mean y'all don't even understand like how deep we can go into this. But like I said, that is for the Patreon video, and I will show y'all my old house, and if I can find pictures, because a lot of the pictures pre-Katrina are gone. So I'm probably gonna have to go by my aunt's house and dig through her packed full to the brim garage to find pictures from before Katrina, to give y'all the idea of what life was like for us before it happened, and it is totally different. But anyway, you guys, okay, so speaking of Kevin Hart, okay, y'all know that last week Aniko Hart got on Instagram answering somebody's comment about her timeline with her and Kevin as far as how long they've been together. And we know there's some overlapping that happened between Aniko and Tori Hart, right? Because I think she was posting them being together in 2009, and I think that they hadn't got a divorce until 2011 or you know what I'm saying, something like that. So it was like, you might not want to be posting dates on your anniversary when he was married before y'all got together. Like, you might not want to do that, you know, like that's what the girl was saying to Aniko. Aniko's pregnant, she gets on Instagram and starts to say how Tori made all of that shit up because she was mad that he moved on in a real way. Tori got on TMZ and said, I wouldn't have a problem if you weren't calling me a liar and my kids weren't seeing this. We supposed to have this nice little happy nuclear family and shit, and you didn't fucked it up because you out here running your fucking mouth on Instagram talking about I'm a liar, when we all know that you was fucking my very married husband before we broke up, okay? And Kevin didn't say anything, but we have now since heard that Kevin and Tori are cool, but Aniko and Tori are not speaking. And y'all know she's about to have that baby. And now y'all are going to have children that are siblings, which binds y'all in an even stronger way. So it's so disappointing to me to see that they couldn't get past this. And I really blame Aniko. Everybody wants to always get in on Tori because they feel like she's like the angry ex-wife. But I really feel like she has really tried to get her own fame popping, to do her own thing. She has a man. She's not all in a shit, at least not the way it looks to me. And she's the one that was there, you know, giving him car after car to crash when he was going to do his shows and shit, you know. So I feel,
She was with him in the gym.
Yeah, she was shooting in the gym, you know, like Tori was shooting in the gym with Kevin, you know. And even though reading their book, it was very obvious that their relationship wouldn't have lasted if he'd have stayed his ass in one place for long enough. Their relationship seemed like the type of relationship that would have fallen apart if it wasn't for the fact that he was always gone doing something. You know what I mean? But either way, I was so disappointed in Aniko. Because I was like, you just, you know, you showing colors, bitch. Be quiet. You ain't even have to respond to that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was an Instagram post. It wasn't like you was doing an interview. But yeah, I was Team Tori. I kind of am always Team Tori, but that's just me. I like her. When love kills, y'all. Felicia, bitch. Look, I forgot the girl name, y'all. Felicia White, I think that's her name. Lil Mama, Lance Gross, Tammy, Roman, okay, even Money Mayweather, all in this movie that came on TV One. If you have not seen it, you missed out. Okay, it's probably gonna come on again. When Love Kills. It was based off of the story of this young woman who became a stripper in the 90s, and everybody was making comments about Lil Mama ain't got no ass, and it's like, that's because strippers didn't have ass in the 90s. It wasn't a main criteria. You just had to be a woman and have titties and be relatively attractive, and you could be a stripper out here making money. Okay, nobody was asking y'all to have, you know, these black China asses that these bitches then came up with ever since they started doing, you know, the Brazilian butt lifts and putting shit in people's asses. This is prior to that, okay? And she got in this relationship with this guy at the strip club, and she's stripping, and he basically, he flipped her. He flipped her. She was a stripper. He was like, oh, I'm gonna get you out the strip game. You gonna quit that job, baby. So she quit the job just so he can get her another job at another strip club where he thought she would make more money. Then he put her in charge of the girls, okay? Yes, she was in charge of the girls. I mean, she hit a bitch with a blow dryer and just started stumping her out. I was like, well, damn. And he was turned on by it. I was like, this nigga crazy. You know what I mean? Tammy Roman played Lil Mama's character's mom, who was not very much in her life at all. You know, she was there, but she wasn't there, okay? Smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, drunk, running behind men that don't want her, no self-esteem, always looking tired, but then telling you how you look tired even though you taking care of her. Yeah, y'all. If y'all have not seen that movie, it was so good. It was really good. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay, you can Google this shit. Or if you've seen the Fatal Attraction episode that the movie was based off of, you would know the girl ended up getting life in prison and also contracting AIDS. And ain't nobody heard from the Lance Gross nigga ever again. Okay? He didn't get arrested even though he was the one running everything. Y'all, if y'all have not seen it, definitely see it. It was really good. I am very, very, very impressed with Lil Mama, okay? To say how she started cringe-worthy, embarrassing the fuck out of everybody with that jump on stage that she did. This Lil Mama that we seeing, she wants to be called by her real name. I ain't got time for that. Lil Mama, say it to me a little bit more. I need to hear it a few more times before we start calling you your real name and not calling you Lil Mama, okay? But if you haven't seen When Love Kills, y'all should definitely check it out. So y'all, I don't know if y'all ever catch Rack Rants on TMZ, but Raquel, I don't know her last name, Raquel did an interview with Riley. Why she did an interview with Riley, I have no idea what the fuck Riley has going on. But she just got married. And y'all know she says, I travel all around the world and I basically keep my clients abreast of what's popping and shoes and hair. And you know, women just tend to think that they're only stilettos and Giuseppe's, and there's so many more designers and so many more shoes out there to get into. So that's just what I do, okay? And she made some comments about her situation with Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, okay? Because if you did not know the backstory, Riley and Remy were supposed to be like this when she got out of jail. They've been friends for years, okay? Then all of a sudden, this beef happens between Remy and Riley on the show. We saw that happen. Behind the scenes, Remy Ma has formed a relationship with Nicki Minaj. This pissed Remy off. Riley got a relationship with Nicki Minaj. Riley feels like, how you gonna get mad at me for being friends with Nicki even though I was already cordial and cool with Nicki before you got out of jail, bitch? But you became friends with my mortal enemy, Yandy. You know I don't like that bitch, but you over here helping, you know, she planning parties and shit like that. That was cool, but me being friends with Nicki Minaj, that's not cool. Fuck out of here. Double standards. We ain't gonna never be friends again. Ross said, her and Remy ain't gonna never be friends again. Okay? Never. Okay? Forever they will be enemies. And I'm just like, that's so stupid to me. That's so stupid to me. And Riley did a really good interview because like she puts on like, I don't care about all of this and I was not fired from Love and Hip Hop. I quit, you know, my time was up and I asked to be released and I don't need this and I don't post my life on social media. And it's like, you don't post your life on social media, but you were on a reality show and you never became a front runner character. That says a lot. Okay, you may act like that's what you wanted. I don't believe that's what you wanted. Okay, but you know what? That's all right. I thought the interview was interesting. I thought the interview was good. I thought her shade to Remy was funny because Remy got on the VMAs and said Nicki was good. Bitch, what? And it was a playoff of when Nicki did it to Miley Cyrus. And in all respect, when Nicki did it to Miley Cyrus, it was way lamer than when Remy did it to Nicki. Because Miley ain't about to catch shit and Remy was gonna serve that shit to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine? Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus aren't going to fight. Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, Nicki's not gonna fight because she's gonna run out of the back and get in the car and leave before Remy gets to her. Is it just me that feels this way? Is it just me? I don't know. Either way, it was just fucking messy. The Riley interview was just messy. She said, I wouldn't do that. Like, who does that? Why are you still talking about her? And Remy, I do feel like you continue to decrease your stock by talking about Nicki Minaj, by trying to create a beef with her. Fuck it. Fuck her. Do you. I'm waiting for you to come out with an album that was just your album. Give me some hits, bitch. Spit some shit, okay? Pop up on Queen of the Ring for the ladies. something. But stop with the bullshit. And what the fuck did she have? Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into whatever that bodysuit was that she had on that I didn't agree with. I still love you, Remy, but bitch, get it together, okay? Because you being petty and you gonna fuck around and let the blessings slip through your fingers, okay? Moving along, y'all. Black China, Dream Doll, and the Cash Me Outside Girl. You know what these three bitches have in common? They have no real talent, but they fucked a rapper. So a rapper decided to write a rhyme, put it on some generic ass track, and here we are with songs, okay? At least the Cash Me Outside Girl just released a video. And the video was cool because it was one continuous shot on a drone. And I'm a video person, so I thought that was cool. The song was actually good too, but I know somebody wrote that shit for her, and I'm not about to be out here congratulating or helping people who I don't feel like deserve to get put on. You a disrespectful little bitch that got famous from fighting your mom on national television. You're an idiot. And anybody that's living into that, whatever the fuck she's doing, annoys me. Dream Doll. If you don't know who Dream Doll is, good. I barely know who the bitch is either. Only because I accidentally watched a reunion of Bad Girls Club on a season that I did not watch, okay? But Dream Doll is annoying to me. Okay, she was annoying on Bad Girls Club, okay? And here she is with a song, and it's whack, and she can't rap, and her flow is terrible. At least the Cash Me Outside Girl was able to, like, get the flow right. This bitch couldn't even get the flow right. And I'm just so annoyed with seeing y'all trying to rap when that's never what you wanted to do. It's almost like you're doing it just cuz. And that's bothersome to me. Music is not something you should do just cuz. Music is something you should do because you're passionate about it, because you fuck with it, because you really wanted the pop. Like Cardi. You know why Cardi worked? You know why Cardi's song just went gold? Because Cardi really wanted to rap. From the first moment we saw Cardi on Love and Hip Hop, she wanted to rap. That's what she was trying to do. Rap. Black China been fucking rappers for decades, and now all of a sudden you getting into the studio with Dave West? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. What is that? I don't want to hear music. I'm going to tell you why I don't want to hear music from Black China. Black China was on Wildin' Out and couldn't spit not a lick of shit. And if you can't even spit a lick of shit on Wildin' Out when they gonna edit it and redo it and tape it and all of that, then you don't need to be rapping, period. If you can't do nothing like that, just at least one time spit something, then you don't need to rap, bitch. I got a problem with that. Babe, did she say anything when she was on Wildin' Out? It was like, why was she even there? Why was she even there on Wildin' Out? Why? Because she was somebody that y'all wanted to see? Fuck out of here. I get tired of that shit. I get tired of bitches feeling like they ought to be famous for doing something that they're not good at all. Especially when they got a whole bunch of bitches out here that's actually good at it. But because they're not fucking rappers, fighting their mamas, or acting like an asshole on reality TV shows, they not gonna get the recognition. But y'all sure the fuck gonna put the Cash Me Outside Girl on Baller Alert, Media Takeout, World Star. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Okay. Let's get into it. Hey Bondy, I'm 18 years old and I watch your channel all the time. Thank you, girl. I need help. I think, girl. I never know no more. I watch your channel all the time. I need help. Me and my mom have never had the best relationship, but it has gotten worse. About 6 months ago, I started dating a girl. My mom hates me for it. She disowns me, calls me names. Oh, girl. Carpet muncher. She called you a carpet muncher? Bitch, what are you? What is this? 93? Carpet muncher? Really? Thanks, Mom. I'm glad you're picturing me eating another girl's box. Glad you're doing that. The fuck? She ignores her now, though. She says, I had tried to talk to her about it, and she continuously says she wants nothing to do with me. Honestly, I'm hurt and have no idea what to do. Okay, y'all. I hate shit like this. There's nothing you really can do. If you've tried to talk to her and this is her stance, you need to just back off. You need to just back off. How old are you? 18? That's what it said? Hold up, let me go back. You 18 years old, baby. Yeah, it's time for you to fly free and live your own life. Maybe she'll come around, maybe she won't. But you need to start getting it into your head that if this is the life you want to live, you want to have a girlfriend, you want to do you want to, you know, be with women. I don't know, you didn't say if you were lesbian or not. You just said you started dating a girl. And I just kind of feel like it's 2017, mom. Like, who disowns their kids? Like, bitch, you better have buku money talking about disowning me. Like, keeping your food stamp call from me. Whatever, mom. Just saying, I don't know your situation. But I hate to hear shit like that. That works on my nerves. I feel like people should love their kids no matter what. Yes, it is very hard to deal with your child being homosexual. As a bisexual woman, it was hard for my mom. It was hard for my dad. These were conversations that we weren't going to have, okay? Me and my mom eventually had the conversation, and my dad said to me, look, do what you want to when you be free, okay? When you get out of school, do what you want to. But don't be messing with them little girls now. I laugh now. Because it was like the only time he'd ever said anything about it. Except for, like, you know, banishing my girlfriend in high school from the house. You can't hang with her no more. Even though I can't tell you why you can't hang with her no more, because I'm woke and evolved. And for me to tell my daughter that she can't hang with somebody because they're gay is not exactly what I want to put out there. That was my dad. He didn't want to say that, even though that was kind of how he felt. And as an adult, when I look back, I feel like your parents are scared for you. Your parents are scared for themselves, what other people are going to say about you, how other people are going to treat you, what you might have to deal with because of it. Your people be worried about that. You know what I mean? And I know it hurts, and there's nothing I can tell you about that type of hurt. But what I can tell you is that if you feel like this is what you want to do, you're going to have to get some strong lady balls and live your life regardless. And maybe she'll come around. Most of the time they come around. Most of the time they come around. But if she doesn't, you're just going to have that oh fucking well attitude about it, because you can't live your life for somebody else. And you're damn sure at 18 can't live your life for your mom. Okay? Look, ain't nobody was telling you who the fuck, lady. Don't tell your mama that. But that's just what I'm saying. Okay? So, yeah. Peace and blessings, baby. That's a tough thing to deal with when your mom says shit like that to you. That sounds like some ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? Carpet muncher. Really, bitch? Really? Really? You were born in the 70s, weren't you? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? Bitches don't even have carpet down there no more. What you talking about, mom? Okay? Like, you could have these conversations with me if I was the daughter, because then I'd just be an asshole. But yeah, just live your life. Live your life. That's really all you can do. And if you feel like this is just a phase, maybe you'll tell her, Mom, it's just a phase. I'm just going through a phase. Let me have this phase, okay? I'm only 18 for once in my life, okay? I can only have this moment for life. I'm sorry, for one moment in my life. Sorry. Fucking Nicki Minaj songs in my head. I wish that I could have that moment in life. Somebody put out an old Nicki Minaj video of her just like walking in the streets rapping and shit, and all I can think about is Safari was holding that camera. He was shooting in the gym, and y'all don't want to get that man nobody. He's shooting in the gym ass nigga. Look, y'all, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's my advice. That's my MFing advice. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'm about to enjoy the rest of my evening, and you do the same. Peace out.